Well, good morning, guys. Come on, get up out of that bed. Big A coming to you live from the Station Camp Greenway. I wish this weather would make up its mind. It was warm, 68, 70 degrees last week. Here it is raining again. Hey, I can't complain, man. It's the middle of February. It's the end of February. It's fixing to be March 1st, Wednesday. I can't wait for those buttercups to continue to spring up and the trees start getting their leaves on them. I'll be excited sure enough then. I had a great time last week. Chris invited me to speak in Orlando at PodFest. I even missed a couple of days out here on the Greenway. My apologies. But I'm fired up this morning. I'm ready to get out and get after it. I'm getting a few raindrops though. Hopefully it won't get me too clouded up where I can't talk. I was giving a talk last week at PodFest, and there was a lady in the back of the room. Raised her hand at the end. There's always a little Q&A. She said, I've got a few questions for you. And I said, okay. She said, I hear your story. I see what you did. I understand. And that's good for you. But my personality doesn't lend itself to being that way. And there's some of the things in my life that I'm just not going to give up. And I want to know how you overcome that. And I said, well, you got to change. You just got to decide that you want to do it differently. And my question to you is today, what is it in your life that you just don't want to change? You say it's too difficult, it's too hard. And I understand you can't change your personality. I'm not asking anybody to change their personality. But there's things in your life today that you could change to be more successful. You could be that guy that could be an encourager. Today you're going to get an opportunity to change somebody's life through your words of affirmation and encouragement. And people always saying, you know, you can't do this, you can't do that. What is it in your life today that needs to change in order for you to be more successful at your task, in your community, with your family, with your wife, with your children? The truth of the matter is it's difficult. And the truth of the matter is, I'm going to get on to you this morning. The truth of the matter is you don't want to change. You want people to adapt to the way you do things and to the way you see the world and to the way you want to do it. The truth is there's a lot of selfishness in us today. We don't want to change because we want it our way. And that's kind of what I told that lady. In so many words, I was polite. Don't get on to Big A this morning. I was nice to that lady. But the truth is she's wanting everybody in her sphere of influence to adapt to the way she sees things. And I want to tell you, listen, I'm going to go back a week. Did you take that survey that I told you to take? There were 10 questions that I asked you to send out to your community to ask them, do you see me in light of this? Do you see me arrogant, friendly, hateful, compassionate? Do I give good advice? You know the questions. If you need them, email me and I'll email them back to you. I bet a lot of you didn't do that, but you're still wondering why you can't adapt to the way your circumstances are now so you can be more successful in life. If you hear over and over and over from other people, you need to change this, maybe it's something that you need to consider, but you need help. You need people around you. You need an accountability group. You need a mastermind group. You need a coach. You need that loving friend that'll kick you in the behind to get you out, to get you moving. You've got to take that self-evaluation to see how you can make your life and those around you better. The truth is we don't want to change. We want to stay comfortable because it's hard. Listen, I'm 56 years old. We'll be here in a couple of weeks. And I know from experience that the way we see things, sometimes we get in a rut and we see things the way we want to see them. Maybe you need to alter. Maybe you need to change. You have got to sit down and take the time to self-evaluate to see where you're missing the boat. There's things in our life that we need to eradicate from our personal lives to be better, to be more successful. Listen, I was in the bricks and mortar business for 30 plus years. When I got into this internet space, I didn't know my butt from third base. I had no clue how to do some of the things. I still don't know my butt from third base, but I'm willing to change. I'm willing to listen to the guys around me that say, Big A, you need to do this, quit doing that. You can't market the same way in the bricks and mortar space as you do the internet space. and you need to adjust. You need to pivot. You need to turn. We need to be pliable. And I tell the stories all the time. The trees, these things behind me, they're the smartest things on the planet because they're willing to sway. They're willing to bend a little bit. They're not so rigid and steadfast that they can't make adjustments. And that's the way you need to do your life. You need to evaluate, be rigid, not rigid, be a little more pliable, be willing to look at yourself and make these pivots and these adjustments. But it's hard. I know it's hard. And I'm not asking you to change your personality. I'm asking you to change the way you look at things. Get people around you. There is counsel in the multitudes, and you need to get the multitudes around you. You need to get the accountability people around you. Get other people that you're willing to subject yourself to their scrutiny that can tell you alter, pivot, change, sway. Let's reevaluate the way we do things. And when you do that, you're going to be more successful personally and professionally. I promise you, don't be like that lady I just talked to in Orlando. Be willing to listen and make the adjustments to be more successful in your life, okay? Don't be that guy. Don't be that crotchety old grumbly guy that says, it's just the way I am. Well, change and watch your life excel and go to heights you never dreamed possible as a result of altering, changing, pivoting. You want your life better? Be willing to listen to those around you. I got to get back after this. I'm going to get soaking wet out here this morning. Have a good day. I'm Big A coming to you live from the Station Camp Greenway. Have a good one.